welcome to our internet. We're going to put this in.
It doesn't look like much.
Let me talk you through it.
If you're new to this channel, we're James and Sarah, also known as The Whole World or Nothing.
We used to be full-time backpackers, exploring the world and writing about our travels in our blog.
And then the world changed.
We got repatriated from Peru and found ourselves back in the UK at a loose end. So we decided to do a van conversion.
Make sure you hit subscribe now so you can join us in this series as we share the highs and many lows of converting an old Mercedes Sprinter panel van into our dream home on wheels.
First of all, we need to put this aerial on the roof. This is a pointing puck 2 aerial. So we need to cut a hole through the roof, drill a hole through the roof to put the cable through, and it's going to stick onto the top of the roof and fasten on. There's a few different adapters that it comes with depending on how you want to fasten it on. I think that's if you want to stick it on a pole. That's the magnetic one. I think we're going to be using this spigot, it's called, extra long spigot. So that'll hopefully go through our insulation. We'll see. It has a template with it. The instructions are quite nice actually with this. Yeah.
That's unusual.
Yeah. So I think that should be okay to put on.
Cool.
And then the next bit of the system that goes inside here is the router. I was going to say router, but this is router, right? The router's the thing that we use to
cut channels out.
Cut the wood.
With fancy edgings on them. It's a router, but it's like a pocket Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah,
pocket,
it's a mobile Wi-Fi. So this is a, how do you say that? Huawei E5577C mobile Wi-Fi unit.
I'm loving these technical details. Really interesting.
It's quite important because if someone wanted to copy our system, then
yeah, they should go and copy someone else's. Really, let's be honest.
No, I've put a lot of research into this. It's quite little. I thought it was going to be bigger, but basically this is the unit that your SIM card goes into.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can open it up. Yeah. So it comes with a battery. So the battery goes in there. The SIM card goes in there. Obviously the back goes back on. I think it has like 6 hours battery life, you know, if you want to take it around and not have it plugged in. It doesn't have to be plugged in the whole time.
Right.
Otherwise you just have it plugged in through a USB port, which reminds me we need to order another USB port. The only thing that confused me a little bit, which took me a little while to figure out, is we needed these connectors.
The connectors are to connect the cables from the aerial to the pocket Wi-Fi, right?
So they're so tiny. They're the connectors from the aerial.
Yeah.
But that's where they go into.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So I've got no idea what these are called. I don't even know how I found them. RF connectors, RF adapters. We'll put the link to the ones that we got in the description below anyway. And yeah, they just connect the two cables together. And that's the system. So
in theory, that's really quite simple, right? Drill a hole, glue that thing to the top, connect the two things, and Bob is your auntie's husband.
Yeah. Alright, up on the roof, and we've got the template fastened in place with some masking tape. We're going to be putting it here at the side of our roof window. The reason for that is because we already know that there isn't any roof bars in the ceiling here, so the cross beams, so there's one there and one here, but this section here is all free and it sits nicely in this channel at the end here. It does say in the instructions to use a 22mm drill bit to drill the hole. We don't have one of those, we only have a 20mm one, but it says on the template here 20mm. So we're thinking we're just going to use a 20mm and see if that works okay. If not, we might have to just file the hole down a little bit. Is that it?
That is the metal. I need to... Oof.
Is that hot?
I need to get it out though.
Oh, it's still in there. Okay. Alright, we need to get the vacuum as well to suck up those metal filings. Quick shop. These little metal filings, by the way, cause rust like no tomorrow. So whenever you're cutting holes in the van, you need to make sure that you clean them up straight away. So now we're going to drill through the insulation. Alright, we've got two small issues. The first one is that even with the 50mm spigot, it doesn't fit through our roof and ceiling because we've got 50mm insulation in there, and then obviously there's a cladding on top of that. So it means that we can't fasten this onto the end to sandwich it. Even if it did fit through, we wouldn't be able to do that because it's right up against the front of the wardrobe and there's not enough space for this to screw onto it. However, we think it's going to be alright because we're just going to use some Sikaflex to fasten it onto the roof that we've used for all the other things that haven't been sandwiched on, like the little plastic cable cover, what's it called, that comes through for the solar panel cables. That's just Sikaflexed on, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the fan and the roof light and everything like that, they've all been fine with that. So
it's pretty heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, we don't think it's going to come off. We think it's going to be water sealed. So yeah, we're going to just use the 3M strip that was on there and put some Sikaflex around it, and hopefully that's going to be alright. It'll have to be anyway.
It will.
The thing that fastens these two halves of the spigot together though is this thing. So we're just going to put some Gorilla Glue on to stick the two halves together so that they're sealed. Alright, so while we are waiting for the Hammerite to dry, I'm just going to get on with feeding the cable through the top of the wardrobe to where we want it to go. I've just done a test piece of wood, and the drill bit, or the drill bits that we have, hasn't got one big enough to make a hole big enough for these to go through. It will without this plastic bit. That's absolutely fine, but with that plastic bit on, it won't. And I suppose I could cut that plastic bit off because I don't really know what it's for. I think it's just like a grip, but I don't want to, just in case we do actually need it for something. So I'm going to cut the holes with a hole cutter. What's this? 16mm. I think the biggest drill bit that we had was 8mm, so yeah, hopefully that should be okay to feed the cable through the top of the wardrobe. Okay, so that's all running along the back of the wardrobe, through that section, over to there, and then that's just gonna go onto that wall, and the what's it called, router's gonna be on this side of the wall. So we'll fasten all this up and make that tidy, and then everything will plug into there.
We've been using this setup for almost 1.5 years now, and I suppose the main thing that we can say about it is that it works, but it works really, really well. We work online, and everything we do involves downloading, uploading, and we've never had any issues whatsoever with it.
I don't think we have we?
No, not at all.
No, we like if we're staying at people's houses, quite often it works better than the Wi-Fi that people have in their houses.
Absolutely.
So we'll be working like in my mum and dad's house, for example, editing a video and then come out to the van to upload it because it's so much quicker.
Yes, yeah, it is fast. As you can see as well, the setup it's relatively simple, you know, to install everything that we put in. It took us less than a day.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much just a few holes and
yeah.
Stick it on.
That is saying something as well, because we have said that about quite a few things during
Yes.
the van build, and it took us like 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it genuinely doesn't take very long to set
Yeah,
up.
really straightforward. If you're interested in copying our setup, we're going to put links to everything that we have used down below in the description. They are affiliate links, so if you buy something through them, we will get a very small payment, but we'd really appreciate it if you do. If you've got any questions about any of the pieces of equipment that we have spoken about or shown in this video, then again drop them down below in the comments and we will do our very best to answer them. If you have not seen our van tour, go and watch that. Go back to the start, the homepage of our channel, watch the van tour, and you'll be able to see the Wi-Fi in situ, where it is actually positioned in and on top of our van, which might be helpful if you're looking to install your own. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe now, that would be really helpful. And if you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up.
That's because she's saying, give it a thumbs up.
We nearly got through that. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and yeah, send it to anyone else who might be looking to install a Wi-Fi in their van. Right, that's about it. Good luck with your installation, and yeah, catch you soon.
Catch you soon, bye.